everyone who is watching me live. This is the Reverend Emmanuel Datiro, an Anglican priest who is based here in Uganda in a Kiradongo refugee settlement. I am a South Sudanese who has been displaced from my country, and I've been here in Uganda for nearly a decade now. And I've been here in the settlement for about 8 years. I want to tell you a little bit of myself, what I've faced and what I'm facing at this moment. Due to the civil war in South Sudan, that forced me to run away with my family to Uganda. And then we came, and life was not all that easy. Life was very difficult. I tried my best to see where my family can be settled. With the situation being very hard, country being new to me, and then it becomes a little bit hard where to settle. But I want to thank government of Uganda because of their hospitality. They welcomed us, and I was registered as a refugee, and I was settled in this settlement where I am seated. So having settled here for some time, there are a lot of things that are happening here. For example, we started a church. We opened some congregation here in the settlement, and we receive a lot of people who are coming to pray with us, who are coming for counseling, who are coming. They are wounded. They need some guidance. They need some kind of healing from what they have experienced. As a church, we are overwhelmed by the population of the people who are coming. And then in the life generally, the life generally in the settlement here is not an easy one because I have found myself hosting a bigger number of people, even in my family. There are children who have been who ran without parents. We call them unaccompanied children. They ran, they don't have parents. Others ran to the church, hoping that the church will provide what they need. Obviously, we cannot do what they need. We cannot give all their needs because we as the church, we do as a voluntary service, and we don't have those resources that are needed to help them. There are those ones who need education. There are those ones who need shelter, clothing, food, and so on. This settlement no longer give enough food stuff to refugees. The food they give, or the ratio they give to the refugees, it is very small and cannot sustain them. It's like around $2 per month per person, something like that. $2 or almost $3 per month per person, so which cannot sustain these people. As a church leader, I tried my best to see way forward, how to support where I can. I tried my best to accommodate some children in my family in some other rooms here. They have several other rooms that I have prepared, and then my family could not really be, I mean, the accommodation could not be enough for the big number of people who are coming. But I tried to accommodate some of them who are really badly off, who did not have parents. And I even informed UN, and UN said, you can do what you can, and what you can't, of course, you leave it out. So we tried to give them some food from the resources that I have. I'm a farmer also. I'm not just a pastor preaching in a church. I also do some farming. I do crop growing, and also and other small other work that farming that I do in order to earn a living. With this one, it has been contributing to sustenance of my family in this environment, the people that I have. Currently, as I speak, I have about 22 persons living with me. And most of the people who are living with me are not related to me at all in any way. And even not all of them are from my church. I have people who are not even Christians living with me. And I also have by biology there are only 5, and those one at school are only 3. So the rest are not at school; they are still very young. So, but most of the people that I have, or children I have, they are not related to me, but I've been trying my best to lobby how they can get supported. And when when I meet people, there are people with a good heart within Uganda here, and sometimes when somebody can decide that let me help only one kid from your family, and that's what happens. With this one, since the time I started, I've educated some people even up to degree. There are those ones who complete secondary school. There are those ones who have finished degree. There are those ones who are even still in secondary school. The majority of them are in primary school, who are between the age of 5 and 18 there. So they are in primary. We are trying to see how to support them to go with their education. Generally, the life in the settlement is not an easy one, because the number of refugees who are coming on a daily basis is increasing. The forced migration is caused by the insecurity in some neighboring countries. Sudan is generating more refugees. Not South Sudan, because people confuse Sudan and South Sudan. Sudan is the country where South Sudan seceded several years back. So Sudan has been in a war for about a year now, and many refugees are being generated every day. And then they run to South Sudan. Even in South Sudan, situation is not easy, it's not okay, and they even proceed to Uganda. Uganda has been hospitable, and then the policies of refugees in Uganda is very favoring. So that's why you see some of them cross South Sudan, cross other countries to come and settle in Uganda. So that's why you see many refugees are coming and are settled here. And as they're settled here, the general cost of living goes higher. It goes higher, and survival is very difficult. And then that's why some people look at the church and see what the church can do for them, as I said. So, and we do what we can, but we cannot meet all their needs. And then what again happens is, in these situations, I've been seeking where to get the help. My own effort cannot manage to look after this number that I have. I face challenges. When you have that number that I've told you, 22 people in the house, it's not an easy thing to look after them. Sometimes it comes to a time where I feel like I made a mistake. I made a mistake to accommodate what I cannot chew, to bite what I cannot chew, which is not good. But of course, being a priest, I said, I cannot chase people who are coming like that, and who are needy, who are badly off, who are vulnerable, especially those young ones. So we cannot chase them. We try our best to live on the little that we are having. So it happened one time that a Lutheran church, one member from Lutheran church in the US, I don't know the name of the state, and happened to get in touch with me. And then I also explained to her, a lady called Alice Zebruna. We communicated with her, and I also told her what we are going through here. She was touched. She was touched, and she felt really, what could she do for us? She asked her, what could she do to help us? The situation is not all that easy. Then I told her, it is even very difficult for me to say you do A, B, C, D, because your situation there, we don't know. I've never been to US, and I don't know how the life is there. But what I told her is that there are things that may look minor to other people, but is very important for us here. And then she tried to do some mobilization with the church members. The church members there were very generous. They gathered some items. They gathered like clothes, and also others contributed some money, and then they bought some things. They bought maize flour within here, and then they bought some soap, so for refugees, and many other small things like the pads for the girls. Those are some of the things, and yeah, some clothes. Some of those things, when she brought them, and we mobilized people from different nationalities. It wasn't only one nationality. We brought the people from Congo, DR Congo. I even have some photos of those. And then we brought people also from Sudan, then South Sudanese, plus other nationalities. We gathered them together, and then we gave those things in front of her. She saw, and she was really touched. It was a very emotional moment for her. We're seeing people really lining up and getting help. And those ones who got that help, really up to now still thank her. And they thank also the people who they have never seen, they have never interacted with. They thank them for that support that they had given them. It had changed how somehow the life. And she told them resources are meager, resources are limited. The little that is given to them, just people should just be appreciative for that, and really people appreciate appreciated those who gave, who donated those things. They appreciate them so much. And for girls, young girls, those one who got the pads last time, it was very, very helpful, because some girls in this environment sometimes stop going to school because when they are on their period, they feel like embarrassed to go there, and sometimes culturally also there are people who they cannot open their mouth to say I'm going through this one, especially those ones unless those ones who are a little bit older, but those ones who are still experiencing newly, they fear to even express it. But educating them on that sometimes helps them to be open so that they can be helped. So those ones who received those pads, it helped them because they were able to look after themselves properly in order to attend classes. And even in our interaction with her, he said, Madam Alice, in case you happen to find any other support, people willing to help, please don't forget about the pads. And even if those one, I don't know if they call it washable, those one that are rewashable, something like that. That one that can be washed. That is even the best for this environment, because where will you get money every time to provide, to buy? So that's what the rewashable one is the best. And then she went and said she will try her best. In fact, as she has come again with also her husband, and they have also contributed something, and they have brought, I think also we want to appreciate those people among you there who have been supporting her, giving some things generously. Those things, you are going to see the pictures some few minutes later when we shall start distributing those things to those vulnerable children and women. You will see some of those pictures. We are very happy that they are very, very supportive, and the contribution, the donation that the people are giving, the effort that they have put to accumulate to get those things from people who have that good heart is creating a good impact on our people here. So, and then we even try to think if they can also learn, I wish we have a machine that can even help young ones to learn, or women here to learn how to make those rewashable ones. That would even be much, much better. We would organize and have a training center within the environment here where they can get trained, so that we shall not look again for let them send another one. We should even be able to make it here, and even maybe sell it at a cheaper price, so long as we have the resources that we can sell, or we can even give out to those two girls, so that they will be able to go to school. With this, I want to really say thank you so much, everyone who will be watching this one. Continue praying for us. We are still going through a lot. There's no hope that our country will stabilize very soon. We still have a lot that we hear about our country. But of course, no situation is permanent. We believe that one time, war will come to an end, and we shall be able to go back and develop our nation. Some of us who are born in a war, we grow in a war, we marry in a war, our children are studying in a war, and it's become difficult. We have never enjoyed this time of mine. I would be planning for retirement, but because of the situation at home, we are still struggling. We are still trying our best to just raise children, which is not an easy thing for us. Thank you so much. God bless you, and greeting to everyone who is there. Please support us where you can. Whatever small that you feel you can give, please give it willingly, give it generously. It will never go to a wrong hand. I will try my best, and I made a vow to serve my people here with all their heart. That's what I'm doing. Whatever comes, I never disobey to anything in my house. We take it to the public and we give to people who are vulnerable, and the people even witness it, and pictures are taken. So that's where some people are trusting their resources into my hand, because that's where we fail. Some people sometimes, when they are given resources, they misuse, they take them for their personal use, and that's where you find other donors get discouraged. They say, we shall never send to such a person when they get bad news about misuse of their resources. Thank you, and be blessed.